Hey guys, this is Mike Joe from Mike Joe's Super Channel. Welcome back to another video. And so today we're going to be learning how to make eggs. I would recommend one of these kind of cups, maybe 10 ounces if you want to make like 4 eggs, depending how many you want. Like let's say you want to make like 6 eggs. I recommend a 16 ounce or something. But really, you should use a bowl. I like to use a bowl, but since I don't have since most most of them are dirty, I'm gonna use this, and it's actually I think it's a bit easier. So yeah, well let's get started. So let's get the basic profile of the eggs done. All right, so we have our eggs. I use 4 because I don't have any bread, or I'm not gonna add anything like extra, like chicken or anything like that, like vegetables. But anything goes good with eggs, and eventually I will show you how to make something with eggs. But in general, today we're just going to be doing a lesson about making scrambled eggs. Not fried eggs, scrambled. This is scrambled eggs, and I'm doing 4, alright? So this is my way of making them. And almost all the time it comes out so good, so soft. You just have to watch the fire and that stuff. So you want to crack them. See, so I crack them. And this could be like a bowl or anything. I usually use a bowl because that's what I get more access to, but at this point, my bowls are dirty, so I can't really use it. So just crack our eggs, throw them in there. Well, not the best crack, but that wasn't the best crack, but okay. And there's a situation where you could add like cheese into your eggs, but we're just doing it the basic way, my basic way. And it's got a nice flavor attached to it, alright? So let me clean right here. I always gotta clean this place. Alright, so we have our eggs in. Hold on. Alright, so we have a fork. Now, you can use a spoon for this, but I prefer a fork because it literally cracks through the yolk, and you can get that all yellow stuff. And then the whole point of this is to scramble them. This is how I would do it. Now, there's multiple ways of scrambling eggs. I'm doing my way, my favorite way. So you take a bowl and scramble them. So what I would do is I make the eggs spin and then just break them out. So basically I go up, backward, forward, backward, forward, backward, forward. And if I want to like mash them a bit more, then I just spin and back and forth, back and forth. And so then you can see we have our yolk piece of egg. Alright, next step. Alright, so the next step for my recipe is to add water and milk. So, but depending how many eggs will depend how much water and milk you will add. So I'm taking a bottle, and whatever I don't put in, I'm going to finish it, like drink it all. So I have tons of these, alright? So I would dump a little bit in, like that's good enough, because since I'm making 4 eggs, the lesser eggs, the lesser milk and water, because you don't want it to come too soft, and it's going to get too white, too bright, and it might taste a bit too watery, too soft, but you want it to like come out right. And now the milk, you have to be careful. Milk all depends on, milk is a very important factor. If you put the wrong amount of milk, your eggs will come different than they should be. So you want to add a certain amount of milk to make it look a certain color. Like I'll add about that much, and then I scramble it, break it apart, scramble it, break it apart. Alright, so we don't have much of a change of color, but look at how much looser it is. That you can tell by how much you put in. Maybe a little bit more water. There. There, and that's enough. And look at how it changes. It's all watery. Alright? And look, I didn't use a lot of the water. So I didn't use a lot of that water. I just drank some. I didn't use a lot of that water. And you saw how I didn't put a lot of milk? But I mean maybe a little more milk. But you never want to go too crazy on that. Just try to get a basic good amount and then it should come out great. And this is where people make the mistake, putting too much milk. You see how it comes out nice and bright? Yep, sometimes people put a lot of milk and it comes out too bright. Right, so now I have, look, now it looks bright because I have the brightness on, but if I didn't have the brightness on, I put it regular, then you would see the difference. But if you see something like it's near white, that's where you know you made a mistake. But now we have our basic eggs ready to go. Alright, so now I'm going to show you what you can do with the stove. Alright, so I put my pan onto the side, so I'm going to be working from here. Alright, so I recommend you get these if you have pots and pans, because so you don't get burned. Now this is what I would put if I'm just making normal eggs. I would either put coconut oil, because it's very healthy, helps your teeth, helps with a lot of things. Or I would put maybe butter. Other oils like olive oil are good, but coconut oil is probably the best recommended oil I would recommend to you. Alright, so this is how you would put it in. So today I'm going to do something a little different than I usually don't do. I'm going to try a little bit of both. I'm going to do a little butter, a little coconut oil. More coconut oil than butter. Because coconut oil I think is a lot more healthier than butter. But we're going to do soon more cooking videos, and I'll show you many more things to make. But for now we're just going to do eggs, basic eggs, scrambled eggs by the way, not fried. And not isn't like it's on a deep fryer on a pan. Alright, so this is how you get it. Alright, so you open it up. So let's open up the coconut oil. And then, oh, it's all water. Oh, so mine actually melt. So what you would do is if it's melted, because it's like butter, you just throw it in there, it's going to melt, but it's already melted. So what we're going to do is we're just going to dump a little bit in. But it's the same way to get butter. So I'll show you how to get butter. And it's the same way to get coconut oil. So you open up your butter packet. I would take a knife, but you have to be very, very careful. You could get very hurt, injured, whatever. I take that amount of butter. Usually. Alright, now let's see how I put it in. Alright? Alright. So I have my fire on. I put it on medium usually, or a little lower, because I just want this to melt. And usually when I'm cooking, I usually do the eggs. I would add something with the eggs, but since I'm just making plain scrambled eggs, I would do them before. Alright? So that's how I would add the butter, and then you should just start melting, you see. I'm going to try a little something different, butter with coconut oil. Yeah, because why not? I mean, I like them both. So now, I'm going to put in the coconut oil. I have to be very, very careful. Alright, I think that's good. Coconut oil is very healthy for you. That's why I put that certain amount. And I actually like it a lot. Alright? So what I would do is, I get that all over the place. Alright? Okay, now, remember our eggs that we did earlier? Remember? So now, all we have to do is, when we're ready, dump them in. Let's just get a little bit of oil around the whole, a little bit more around the whole pan. And we're gonna also try it. So I'm sorry it took a little bit long, but I have to make sure you guys get the right recipe. So now we have our eggs. That thing is ready, and now we just pour it in. I would wait a little bit for that thing to pop, but it's gonna take a bit long. Now covers, like when you cover a pot, I would use that in a situation where yeah, I mean it's worth it, but this is, yeah, I mean you can use covers, but it'll take too long for me to find one, so I had to use a spatula. Not to find one. So I'll be right there. Be right there in just a moment, because it's gonna take some time to come in. Alright? Alright, so I got a spatula. Right. So we have our spatula. I'd prefer it, but you can use a wooden spoon. Alright, now just gotta keep flipping it. Now let the yolk come like that. And since you have extra, you do that. And maybe even flip it. I used to be great at flipping, but I'm not as great anymore. But I learned a lot of this from my adventures, and yeah. And I also learned from great people who taught me. Amazing people around the world. Around the world, alright? I learned how to do this around the world. And every time I make breakfast for people say I can make the best eggs out of almost the whole world. Alright, you see how it's that nice color yellow of our eggs? Try to get a little more yolk out. Like that. Gee, these are gonna come out good. And then, actually, I can do this today. Surprisingly, because usually I can't do this. But we're gonna actually flip it. Like that. So it's very easy to cook eggs. But to cook it my way, you just have to make sure you put the right amount of everything. Alright, so our eggs are done, and we're going to actually try them, and I'm going to show you if they taste good or not. But those eggs look delicious already, right? You got to agree on that. They look really good. But we're going to try and see how they taste. See ya. Alright, now let's serve it on my plate. For most people love my eggs. This time I made them good. Alright, so now we're gonna just try them, see how they taste, in my opinion. Alright, so we have our eggs nicely placed. And now I like to eat it with a spoon if it's just plain scrambled eggs. But I know how to make it with bacon, ham, cheese, you name it, hot dog. Hot dog. I like to make it with hot dogs a lot. I created that, hot dogs and eggs. It's so soft and so good. But I don't have any like bacon with me. But I know how to make like bacon and eggs. This stuff is so good. And it's not even a lot. I mean, I have 4 eggs. It's not like I'm gonna have it with bread or anything. But I like bread, but I try to stay away from it. But I try not to eat a lot. It's not necessarily healthy, but it's good. So this plate came out much better than I thought. If it had cheese, it would become even better. This recipe is so soft. I actually created it myself. I created the milk and the water both together. I pretty much created this recipe. I take pieces of other recipes and I created my own. So this is my recipe of eggs, Mike Jones Studio. So don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to leave a like, no dislikes, and I'll see you next video. Bye bye.